Yo, people, it's your boy Nar here with Ari, and we have a stormy guest in the building. But before we get to that,
A weatherlight guess.
yes, before we get to that, we have to say big ups to our sponsors, Itopia Life Herb House, where cannabis and culture combine for a one-of-a-kind experience. Visit them at 10A West Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also follow them on IG at Itopia Life or their website at itopialife.com for the latest info on strains and merch. This video is also brought to you by
Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique. Guys, you can use my code ARIAN10. That's ARIANNE 10 to get 10% off your next bundle purchase. And you can always check them out in Portmore at 23 West Tradeway. That's 23 West Tradeway in Portmore.
And also, this video is brought to you by Sharpcut Barbers for the sharpest of cuts. Shing! Hit up Sharpcut. Located at
9 Bronshaw
9 Bronshaw Square. Yo, why am I forget the address? Yo, Steve, don't kill me. Big up yourself though, Steve. Before we even get started, I just want to use this opportunity to say a big ups to the people them out there. So a thing happened the other day. And we just want to say thanks for your support. There are people asking how they can, help us out and things. So we just a direct on a tour and can actually help us for the people who ask. All right. In the description of every video that we post on YouTube is our PayPal link. If you want to support us there. Now watch none. Everything is here is bar goods. All right. If you want to support us, you can always support us at PayPal. You can always join our YouTube membership. There's Patreon as well. So for the people who want to help us, these are the links. They're in the description of every video that we post on YouTube. All right, there we go. As I said, we have a storm system in the building. A stormy guest in the building. An artist who has been making some waves for quite some time now. Goes by the name of Xyclone. Bless up.
Chop, chop.
Bless up, Xyclone.
When I say cyclone, I ever say chop, chop.
Chop, chop, what's up?
Why?
Yes,
Chopping you go to?
we're chopping right now.
Okay.
Yeah, chopping right now.
Why not make it seem like this is illegal activity? This is an illegal thing that you're doing, especially your song one call. Like,
One call. I mean,
it's not legal.
Some people perceive it as illegal and some people just perceive it as hustling. Hustling can be whole heap of things. You know what I say? So
That is true.
So
Yes,
law
man.
abiding people think it
yeah,
as
man. So just treat it like a hustling. Don't treat it like a nothing illegal. Cause you don't know. We're outstanding citizens, you know?
I just love when they turn around, flip
Chop,
it, and
chop.
reverse it.
Even though you said that though, you're based in stateside. You're based stateside, right?
Well, I'm actually based at Jamaica, you know.
Really?
Yes, I spend more time in Jamaica, but I'm back and forth between the United States.
Even during COVID times?
During COVID time, once Broga did free up the international travel, I was
Okay.
back and forth. So
Yeah, because I guess I should say this on air. Okay, it's fine, right? But then no, because you're doing dancehall and you're abroad, and I guess we almost
Right.
ask most people who I guess are international or dual citizens, like
Right.
how is it trying to balance keeping your foot here in Jamaica and keeping your ears and pretty much your soul connected to the island and having to live abroad?
some I love it though. Here why? Because I always feel like me, as an individual, I'm not a one-dimensional artist.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? I say so. I love the fact that I can, do the song them with the garrison youth them I love, and where the streets will love, the females, and then we can have that international swag that way. Make people can appreciate the music overseas as well. So for me, it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
is it a desire or a need to try and pop up like locally versus trying to get the buzz and the buzz overseas and then it flows here?
So I just do music really. Yeah, I may have a different feel for different moods in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I get up and feel like chop chop, and next day I get up and feel like say yo, ladies make it clap, and next day I get up and feel like say yo, I want to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way I say and add some
Yeah, me hear
altitude.
your love song. Like, who hurt you?
Yeah,
Who
so-
hurt
so-
you?
yeah,
You
man.
were all I need. I'm like, Xyclone really is
Yeah,
hurt.
man, many moods of cyclone, what like Moses, Yes, what?
But you've had several distinctions in your career so far. One being number one
Yeah.
dancer reggae, being number one on the reggae Billboard charts. You also released an album the same day as Kartel and Buju this year.
This year.
More ask about that.
Yeah.
What made you feel like you could have do that? One, and did you have any reservation or hesitation in keeping that date, seeing that them two, giants in the thing they'll release that day there?
Naturally though, big up Vybz Kartel first of all. I Instagram I scroll through the night and I see him make the post say, yo, June 26th. I remember the date like it was yesterday. It's a brand new album coming soon, you see me? And to me, my personal opinion, I feel like he's the greatest dancehall artist we have right now of this generation. You know what I mean? And I feel like as an artist, myself, if me want to be great, why not, try to align myself with greatness. So, yeah. We see Kartel say I release him album on the 26th. I just link my manager start at the same time and say, brother, say, that year, yeah. Because I had an album coming out soon, a couple months after. Yes, I would just put the pieces together and I would just finish it. And
so the question is why? Like, why would you release it the same day as him? Like, you don't think that it would have overshadowed your project?
Well, that's the funny thing, because I've already, in my career so far, I already got number one by myself plenty of times. You see me I say? So I feel like say even if I release an album the same day as Vybz Kartel, you know what I mean, and then along the lines came Buju Banton, so it made the story even more greater. Even if you fall second, third, people are gonna acknowledge that and say, yo, so that you do some great things. You see me I say, and him have a positive future. So that was my real reason behind it. I just feel like say, yo, I saw greatness and I just want to align myself with greatness. Because I can't tell a man, you and I know that. You know what I mean?
It's funny, you would see it as aligning and not competing.
I think in order to be the best, because me want to be the best. You know what I mean? Who want to be the best? You know what I mean? So in life, if you want to be the best, you have to learn from the best and try accomplish the best that you can be as a person. So that's just what me do, honestly. Yes, man.
You talk about how you're able to accomplish a number one reggae album charting several times over. When you hear the name Xyclone, it's not really a household name.
Yeah.
And even when you ask people overseas, them say, no, Xyclone, but it's not like you'll ask them and say, oh, Xyclone around overseas, and them now go say, yes, ready. So tell me how you're able for actually accomplish that.
All right. I remember I watched a Netflix series, The Evolution of Hip Hop. Isn't me? I say I learned a lot from, like Master P, and Master P is still the first million out of the back of him trunk. You know what I mean? So when I did that album, the album called From the Basement to the Big Leagues, anybody can tell you like me there in a dance hall, me I give you free CDs, and enough time I give people CD. I'm gonna say, yo DJ, I say $10, I say $20. So me did already hustle the CD in the street, and I try to spread my name just as a youth. And people started catching on, you know what I mean? Most of the support I get overseas is from like the DC, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York area. And people.
So those are really
my strong points when
for
it comes to selling.
Caribbean, Jamaican.
Yes, man. Diaspora.
Okay.
So them support me, and the album did very, very well. You know what I mean? And I was elated, and you know what I mean. One thing led to the next, and you know what I mean. That ended up taking me to Europe for the first time in my life. You know what I mean? Because when the news get out there, yo, who the youth had first artist in 8 years for, you know what I mean, have a Billboard #1 album, and everywhere I go, people start calling me the Billboard kid. So, that for me was very humbling. You know what I mean? Just know, say, yo, me do that in the streets, and I just support of the people, because without the people, I wouldn't even be able to accomplish that.
So then when you give it out for free, how that even equate to a sale?
Remember one time, I'm there in New York, this is going to be fun. I'm there in New York, Times Square, and I walk, and I saw Coca-Cola give a Coke Zero. I don't remember which year it was. I think I like 07, 08 them time there, when Coke Zero just had come out. And I asked the girl, and she's like, yo, them drop Coke Zero upon the market, but nobody accepted it. Nobody don't want 0 calories soda.
Yeah, so it's redundancy.
Them start giving a million. They gave away 1 million Coke Zero in New York City. The very next week, Coke Zero was #1 on the stock market. So I just learn from other situations in life. So, sometimes you have to just, give people music. And when people can appreciate the talent and appreciate the love, then they'll support it if they like it.
So it's a sort of, you're making them sample it, and then through the sampling,
yes,
they'll
man.
go out.
Oh, so you see that. So you saw that as the the giving away was sort of, again, I guess, a marketing branding strategy.
Yes, man.
So it actually did equate to dollars.
Yes,
so you
ma'am.
were able to give away, and you were able to track that people, the CDs that you give away, it turned into sales. It converted into a sale,
ma'am.
a stream, or whatever.
The reality is nobody, if you, what would you like? Pay for something or get something for free? So when you get something and people can appreciate it and feel like it's worth to them, then they'll pay for it.
Okay. Because, I mean, that was a risk, you know. I forget, like, you don't know if it's going to work or not. But I guess you believe in yourself, so of course that
Definitely.
that would make sense. But then I was saying, even to Billboard,
Yeah.
and even recently your new album,
Right.
you know, we were discussing sales. It was a little thing
Yeah.
on the podcast about sales. So, you know, like, as a new artist, and I guess as a person going forward in the future for dancehall in music, you know, how are you crafting a strategy to sell music when music isn't selling? How you fix that? How you work it in your head? How you're able to sell music when music isn't selling?
That's a very tricky question because in life, things and times change. So music isn't selling because nowadays you have Spotify and Apple Music, which is streaming. So, you know, people overseas, the UK, America, you know, places in South America, they subscribe to these various streaming platforms where they pay $10 a month, $15 a month. Excuse me. And from these platforms, they pay every month, so they not have to buy music. So now you focus more on your streams than on your actual sales. You know what I mean? So you just have to shift, and you always have to keep reinventing yourself as an artist. You know what I mean? So instead of you focus on try to sell somebody something for $10, now you got to focus on follow me on YouTube, follow me on Spotify, follow me on Apple Music.
Because even I say, like, why even do a project? Because that's what I was saying in my head. Why put out an album? But I guess...
why not? I mean, albums are the epitome of music. So it's like you have one heap of artists who do albums and their fan base can appreciate that. You can always look back and say, yo, you know, say 2017, 2016, Xyclone, they dropped the album, they were the number one, or Kartel, they dropped the album there, Buju, Banton, they dropped the album there. You know what I mean? But then you have some artists that them just put out a bunch of singles. Yeah. And when the single hot, it hot. When it's not, it's just not. You know what I mean? So me personally, I always channel my energy and my career towards making albums.
Is music only means a income?
Yeah, my music, I love it, man. Morning, day, and night, man.
You know, some people say you must have enough money because you must have one of them artists that will buy them own album for promote, so them have a bag of sales.
Well, him chop, you know. So
chop. That's a school of thought. There are certain artists that somehow buy their own albums to then promote how well it is doing. So to intrigue the people to say, hey.
I mean, I remember when J. Cole dropped his first album, Drake go buy 15,000 copy.
That's nice.
So how much copy at $20 an album them did find in the basement again? You know what I mean? But I really don't know how you can do it nowadays though with streaming.
Yeah.
You can still do it like physical sales, I guess, which counts to the overall.
Okay.
Count.
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
Let's go into your songs now, because like watching your videos, like I realize that you love comedy, and there's always some comedic elements, or even not even comedic, but an acting, an actor. Like you know, look at skits in it. So is that a part of your personality? Do you consider yourself to be an actor / artist? I don't know.
You know, me just like, honestly, I like to do things that connect to people. I feel like enough time when we do these skits, people can relate to them. So that's just basically the gist of it. You know what I mean? From people can connect to it, then it's a win for me.
Our next buzzing single named Rich Life, feature No Power.
Rich Life, fit me somewhere, bro, can go.
Boy, look like No Power have our next song named Rich Life. So is there trouble there? Like, how could the two want to do a song named Rich Life and then him go do a song named Rich Life? Is there trouble there?
Yo, I know the funny thing. I actually few people send me the new Noah Rich Life.
So
And,
you never know him didn't make a song.
him not even know him did I make a song.
Oh, see?
Named Rich Life. So the reality is Noah did record the song long time. And him did name the song something else.
Oh.
And you know Noah has a contract with VP Records.
Okay.
You feel me? So when the song release, I'm under the impression that a VP released it as Rich Life. Because I did speak to Noah and him, you know, him show me the vibes and him tell me, say, brother, and me put out the song as Rich Life. So, yes, I say, but you know them label here, brother. You know what I mean? We've heard stories of labels and managers and that manipulate artists and suck artists dry and them things. So, you know what I mean? I personally don't know. I want Rich Life my focus on. The one with the video, the bad one that everybody I post and everybody like. And right now, not like, you know, here and there people have them round robins and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the streets is a song where I play. In the dance hall, even before, you know what I mean, the curfew and we get shut down again and stuff like that. But, you know what I mean, just to add to the fact, I spoke to Noah and Noah said he don't really have no knowledge of why the song that name Rich Life, but
It works.
I don't know,
Does it
with
work for you? Like, you know,
I'm
Rich
really not
Life.
caring because it not cross my timeline, you know. I want it
Okay.
not cross my timeline, I don't recognize it. So I
Okay.
want one Rich Life. I don't really, you know what I mean, know a VP I do, or if it's VP, if it's not VP, I don't know, but you know VP thing already,
yeah.
so I don't know.
Like a style thing to know.
But I want Rich Life. Yep.
I can't say I don't really know about that song.
Big up
That
Noah
cross
took
my
our
time, man.
birthday. Yes, no, bless
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Oh yeah, my Libra gang.
Big up all of
Bless
the
up.
Libra them one. Although me a Scorpio over time next. So
Big
you
up
know
yourself.
the thing go.
Worst sign ever.
Come like somebody break your heart, man.
No, not well. Technically.
So what's next going forward for Xyclone? It look like you steadily put out albums at least every 2 years.
Every year.
Every year.
Is that a strategy?
Yeah,
a
the Wolf
plan?
was the Wolf was last year or 2018.
Year of the Wolf was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually dropped two albums in 2019. One called The Sounds of Africa, but that was just an album I fling out there for me. Because I was really into Afrobeat at the time. I mean, just like, be an Afrobeat song and just throw it out there to the public and them appreciate it and them love it. 2020 was Congress Society. Is what I say. And I'm already 4 songs into my next album for 2021, so yes, what I say.
You work like you're on a label because that's
I mean,
that's a contract of an artist on the label.
like I say, I really admire
Kartel.
yeah, Kartel, but Master P.
Man, I forget who bad mind.
No, true, she said Kartel. Master
Can you
P,
look blank like you're blank?
no, she said Kartel, and I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Master P, you know, him kind of set the blueprint for independent artists and independent labels. Yes, I say. So right now, you know what I mean, I'm working with SG Records and Just Call Entertainment. You feel me? And I just more music for music. And a new album, you know, a feature on my album. I want a verse from somebody.
I'll do it.
Yes, I want a
I'll
verse
do
from
it.
somebody.
I'll
Lil
do
Jabby
it.
can give
Add
a
some
verse.
auto-tune to
You're
it.
not
and
gonna
some
be on the
reverb,
Billboard, but I'll do it.
Lil Jabby can give a verse. Pay her no mind. She has no musical talent whatsoever.
As I may say, you're not gonna get on the Billboard with me, but I'll do it.
If you want your album to sell triple zinc.
Want
Just yeah, just triple zinc. It's feature.
The disrespect.
Is it not even cement?
Triple zinc.
Whatever.
Big up yourself though, Xyclone. You see me, you're an interesting story.
Yeah.
If we big up even on the current album, Congress Society reached number 3. You see me?
Yes,
So
yes,
best
yes.
up. Did you have any expectations of it beating those 2 albums, or you just take where you can get?
I mean, for me to even debut number 3 behind Kartel and Buju, man, come on, man. Like, seriously. You know, I'm being him advice, like, seriously.
And even in
Seriously.
the write-ups, as you say you wanted to align, and it kind of did,
Yes,
because
man.
even the write-ups
Yes,
about
man.
those 2 albums, you would say like, you know, Xyclone is also being that also releasing an album on the same day.
Yeah.
So like it get
Well,
attached to that.
it crazy because enough publicity did come out with just the 2 albums.
Yeah.
And then some people did include my album, like out of nowhere. And me have to big them up 100%. And even beyond the 1, 2, 3, I just want to say big up dancehall reggae music in general, because on the overall top 200 charts, Buju was number 17, Kartel was 18, and I was number 22. You see me I say? So overall, that was just a good weekend for dancehall. And big up the legend them, yo. I mean, the albums fluctuated all week. You know what I mean? At one point, Buju was number 1. I was number 2. Kartel was number 5. Kartel was number 1. I was number 5. Buju was number 2. So it was like a exchange in chart position in that whole week. And I just big up everybody who go out there and support the album. You see me I say Congress Society. Congress Society. I remember the name that you gotta hear it more and more. Congress.
If you have more legs.
One Congress. Yeah, man. Yeah, hear it more and more.
That's up Xyclone. What do people them can follow?
Follow me on Instagram and I write me, me right here back here. You see me I say at Xyclone Official, and at Xyclone with an X. XYCLONE Official on Instagram.
Not the cyclical cyclone style. X.
And the time is right. No, and tomorrow, no. And yesterday, the time are right now.
Which is right.
Yeah, rain a fall out a door with a different storm this year, isn't it?
Which is right.
Yes,
it was
man.
raining today.
It was. Our people are Xyclone are the fix. We that.